And welcome back to the main expo floor. It doesn't open until 4 p.m. today on Monday, but we're here for AWS reInvent 2025. And now I can officially say good afternoon, because the last segment we talked about dessert before lunch. But today we're going to talk about Flickr. But what is Flickr and who am I? My name is Aaron Hunter. I'm a principal developer advocate with the AWS Developer Experience team, and I'm here at reInvent supporting our TNC training certification teams. And I'm joined with, continuing the whoosh,
Whoosh. Hi, I'm Jasmine Kiles. I'm a senior product manager here at AWS, working on all things AWS Partner Network and Marketplace. But I'm really excited because right now we are bringing our first customer of this stream to the stage. We're joined here with Flickr. Who do we have here?
Hi, my name is Wilson. I work for Flickr. I work for the Cloud Ops engineering team.
And my name is Mari, and I work for Flickr, and I'm the director of engineering at Flickr.
Awesome. So I was getting to read a lot of little fun facts about Flickr. And
you said fun flax.
Fun facts.
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 Words are hard sometimes.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of little fun facts. So Flickr and SmugMug are under the same umbrella, and SmugMug was actually AWS's first S3 customer.
I did not know that.
Fun fact.
Okay, fun fact. Very fun.
Yeah. Awesome. So tell us a little bit about what you're here to talk to us about today.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to talk about Kiro and how it kind of elevates our understanding of being able to build stuff without SME involved in the project. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kiro is acting almost like an SME and providing this guidance, and then random question.
Yeah.
Do you vibe or spec?
Oh, I love vibing.
Okay.
How about you, Mari?
I vibe all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This whole stream's a vibe. You know what else is a vibe? I forgot to ask it, but I did ask you earlier.
Yeah.
The last segment we talked a lot about dessert. So real quick, let's set the tone. What's your
Okay.
favorite dessert, Jasmine?
Ooh, probably a good chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
For me, it's going to be mango pudding.
Mango
Ooh.
pudding.
Yeah.
I like chocolate, anything chocolate.
Anything chocolate?
Yeah.
And I'll stick hard with the same answer I gave last time, tiramisu. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Always good.
Now, so you talked about Kiro. You said you like to vibe, and I see that you have Kiro pulled up on someone's laptop here.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and walk through it.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
oh, thank you. So for the purposes of this demo, we're going to use Kiro to guide us through the process of doing a MySQL upgrade
Okay.
and using AWS's best practices and fully vetted and documented.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so what you guys see on the screen here is the Explorer tab on the left-hand side is kind of the Terraform files for infrastructure as code, as some of you might know. And then there's also some documentation that our DBA left as well. And so what we want to do is on the right-hand side, we're vibe coding today, guys.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
why. Yeah.
So in this scenario, your DBA has left the company. They've left the building, and now we need Kiro to be our DBA.
Is your DBA Elvis?
We're in Las Vegas, so
I mean,
it
we're-
can
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, so what Kiro's doing for us in this example use case is going to analyze our MySQL 5.7 infrastructure and create a complete production-ready upgrade for us to allow us to migrate to MySQL 8.0 seamlessly and safely.
Okay.
Yeah, so like on the right-hand side, we pre-filled a spec already, or we pre-filled a query. So exactly what we're talking about, we're upgrading to 5.7 to 8. DBA is no longer on hand, and we want to follow the best security practices, because that's why we're all here, right? AWS best practices.
Wait, hold on. So you're vibing here, but your prompt is pretty specific.
It's pretty specific in the
Okay.
sense because we're in the cloud ops engineering space, and we pretty much don't want downtime, right? We want to make sure that anytime we're doing an upgrade, it's seamless to the user. The user wants to see their photos, because we have a lot of photos through many years of our history, so we want to make sure that they don't get interrupted.
Right.
Okay.
And so, following the prompt here on the right-hand side, we're going to have Kiro analyze the Terraform files, and then we'll find a great way to upgrade the databases without causing user downtime. and we're using the Claude Sonnet 4.5 as the model.
Okay.
And we ran this test a couple of times. Let's pause here for a little bit. But we ran this test a couple of times. We ran it like maybe a dozen times. It pretty much shows the same answer, but it does it in different ways. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I want to drive to point A to point B. Sometimes it's not just a straight line. It's like it goes to different curves and stuff like that.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I know a way to make the demo work.
Oh, we got to do
Demo dance.
Demo dance.
Do it.
All right. Okay.
But before I do want to say that even though we did get different iterations, what we found that we got consistently was a safe upgrade path, the documentation we needed, the monitoring recommendations, compliance considerations, Terraform updates after launch.
Yeah.
I mean, you name it. We got ultimately the documentation we needed to make this operationally vetted and allow us and prepare us to execute this upgrade safely.
Absolutely.
Nice. All right.
And thank you for all that info. But when you said, I have to tell you, I thought you were going to say that you used to be a professional dancer. So this demo dance, we had no chance.
There was a distraction.
Do you want to go first with the demo dance then?
I have some questions because I have to wonder what information you have pulled up on me. I'm pretty private, but I don't know. We'll have to talk afterwards.
Yeah.
We have blackbox_beat in here saying, I will be your next DBA. So they're trying to get hired over Kiro.
Uh-oh.
Exciting.
So yeah, let's run this. It's gonna take a couple of minutes to run.
Okay, there's a pick up the pieces, Kiro.
Yep. So let's.
Chad is cheering you on here.
Thinking, working, it's analyzing, reading files, reading the critical documentation files. Okay, so it's reading through everything. It's actually creating its own memory context of what's happening here.
Exactly.
Yes.
And when you're vibing, because I see you have one session here, do you create a new session for a new vibe to prevent context bloat?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Usually I do it every 3 questions just to keep it fresh. Yeah, some people do 5, some people do 7. It just depends. But I found 3 is a good, comfortable place where
I don't keep it fresh. I just keep going.
You just
So maybe I'll try that.
So there's this thing called context rot. And when you're vibe coding or doing any kind of LLM or AI coding, then you ideally want a brand new session, and then you feed it the documentation here that what they're doing, and that gives it the context it needs for that session.
Right.
So right here, they're doing it in a really good way because they're actually feeding in documentation that's most up to date versus relying on the context window for that Kiro session to go back and think what was done and what have we done.
Oh.
Yeah. So now their documentation is fully up to date and is referencing it, and now it's creating this brand new migration or an upgrade plan to go to MySQL 8.0 through a markdown file. So I'll bet you if you click on that, it's creating it. It's probably blank right now, but then it's going to start populating with the actual migration or the upgrade plan itself eventually.
Absolutely, yeah. We noticed that it sometimes takes a little bit, but then once it goes, it just blurs out a lot of stuff.
So what's going to help it go faster is that demo dance. I can guarantee that.
They're like, when do we do it? We need to get demo dance music.
I guess there's no escaping it.
No.
So typically, we're waiting for this process to launch. Maybe it's, say, 15 minutes. How long would this process take without Kiro?
I would say at least days just to analyze what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And then probably another day to write things out and then form a plan, right? I would think so, Mari, right?
It also depends on the complexity of the system.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've had upgrades where it would take months easily just because initially you also have to do that analysis and determine what the plan looks like. So there's a lot involved, and Kiro really takes away all of that for us. And for me, my favorite part is the settings that it preserves. It preserves the settings, and then it tells you what it did, and then you can go back as a DBA and make those necessary adjustments or consult. So it's powerful, it's inspiring, and I'm ready for the dance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me want to dance.
Okay, she's ready for the dance. Let's
All
go.
right, let's dance.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, dance.
Demo dance. Okay. we have people around us just staring at us going What are you doing? Demo dancing,
Don't
everyone.
worry,
Demo
you
dancing.
too can do a demo dance.
Okay, so the markdown file has words and stuff, and I see hashtags and asterisks. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's bring the screen back.
Yeah, so let's go through what it built so far, right? So it's, key points. We're going to 5.7 to 8, 0 downtime, one of our...
Wilson, can you do me a favor
Cannot
and bring
jump
your
to
microphone back
8.4.
up?
Got
There
it.
you
Oh,
go.
just because of
It's
the demo dance. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It specifically says cannot jump to 8.4, which I imagine that's probably a follow-up question we could ask Kiro later on, but not for right now.
Yeah. We can't jump directly to 8.4, so you have to go 5.7 to 8, and then 8 to 8.4.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Which
then,
is the normal operating procedure,
Ideally, you do that.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, so it says timeline, it'll take about 4 to 6 hours.
Okay.
About
You do it on a Friday?
Friday.
Grab your popcorn.
Yeah, about Fridays. But yeah, I mean, we do it during non-working hours for most people because it just really depends. But we want to do things when there's less people on the site as
Absolutely.
much
Yes.
as possible. The most important thing out of this really is why this approach works is the blue-green deployment, right?
Okay.
Yep.
AWS's best practice is to always, if you're deploying something new, you want to have a blue-green so you can easily roll back.
You could fail over, yeah.
Fail over, test it, right, and then fail it back instantly, and
Yeah.
you're not hurting production.
You can monitor the metrics and see preserve the user experience.
Preserve the user experience,
Yeah.
right? And then that's following AWS's best practices. So as long as you give those guardrails in place in those queries, Kiro will have your back for Rails. Yep,
For real, for real?
for real, it's legit.
So then would you say that Kiro has main character energy?
Oh.
Okay.
I think it has aura. It definitely has
Yeah.
the aura around
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it gives back end. You got to make sure you got compatibilities because there is some compatibility issues between 5.7 and 8. It gives you a staging environment, which is always stage and test things thoroughly, as usual, and rollback procedures and a communication plan for stakeholders, and also if you have AWS support, definitely open up a case with them before you even do it, or even have them
Yeah.
review this procedure before you even do it to make sure that everything is okay. Because
Yeah.
Yeah, and this upgrade plan is very, very detailed, and I see that it's still making edits to the upgrade plan because it's continuing to work through the documentation that you feed it into it. I see that we're also on roughly line 50-ish, between 50 and 60, but I'm looking at the right-hand side and I see that cursor, that scroll
Right.
wheel, and it's it's tiny.
Fun.
gnarly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're probably close to almost 2,000 lines now.
Yep.
Wow.
And it's just generating, statements that you could run, parameters, parameter groups that you need to do because 5.7 MySQL parameter groups are completely different than 8.0, so you can't use those. It kind of goes through everything that you could think of.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I can imagine that you have a pretty large database because Flickr has been around for 2 decades. I don't want to date myself, but I don't mind. I have Flickr photos from high school in my Flickr account.
Nice.
So, that is probably a pretty large database with over 50 billion photos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I'm looking at the notes here. You said over 20 years, since 2004.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's right. Yes.
Okay.
The community took off organically. Photographers of all experience levels, from hobbyists to professionals, come together and they really love to share techniques, to critique each other's work, and really to grow together, which is interesting because that is one of our company core values.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
And we see the community engaged in groups that talk about everything from vintage cameras to astrophotography. It's really kind of remarkable that we've been able to keep that core spirit intact for all of these years.
Yeah.
You mentioned photographers and critiquing those photos and providing that community-driven feedback mechanism. Roughly how many photos does Flickr store?
yeah, about 50 billion,
Yeah.
over 50
Billion?
billion.
Wow.
With a
billion-
B.
With a B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
And
that's a lot of
it's
photos.
Yeah.
like everything, right? I mean, you can imagine it's 20 plus years. You got family memories in there. You got things like current events that happened. You know what I mean? Like historical events, like NASA space launches, for example. You also have other things like there's another use case where people take photos of books, old books that are decaying.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
they can't
Oh,
scan it anymore,
yeah.
right? So they have to take photos of it, and that preserves the memories of it over time.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a lot of different use cases for Flickr.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about some of the AWS services that you're using at Flickr.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're using RDS, we're using CloudFront, we're using ECS, EC2, right? We're using Lambdas.
I'm mind mapping it and creating like an architecture diagram in my mind right now.
Yeah, right.
Can we pick your brain later?
Yeah. We use a lot of the services, and
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I heard that your Lambda usage grew significantly over the past 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
What drove that?
I think the shift really came down to Don, our CEO. He has a way of telling a story and promoting innovation. And his vision, he had a vision of how we can modernize and our infrastructure. And he saw early on that serverless was a good way for us to get better scalability and cost efficiency.
Yeah.
And so he got everybody excited about serverless, and the team went on, and as they gain confidence with the technology, naturally more use cases come up,
Yeah.
Okay.
right? And so the momentum has kept building.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
better and smarter
Yeah,
at using these services,
absolutely.
more intelligent. A big factor of using serverless is the cost, because cost and speed. It's up when you need it, and you only pay for when it's up.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, we have 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah, so let's go back to the demo. It's almost wrapping up, it looks like. Yeah.
It's creating now
Okay.
a summary.
Let's go
an
back
upgrade
to
summary.
the demo screen here.
So it created the upgrade plan. We saw that and we looked at it. It created the executive summary. It created a checklist. It created the approach comparison. And now it's creating a README. Oh, it created the README.
Mm-hmm.
What does the README have in it?
Yeah, let's take a look. So it looks like a quick start guide, core documents of what the documents it's built,
Okay.
how this works, like what the process is overall, right? Read replica, we upgrade, we're testing, we're switching, and we keep it for 7 days as a safety net to go back.
Okay.
Timelines, cost analysis, a breakdown of the critical constraints,
Right.
rollback options, managers and stakeholders if they needed to approve it. So it's
Yeah.
like kind of like everything under the sun that you need, right?
Even like
Yeah.
support, so that way you can build out like your on calls and what that might look like as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, as we go to wrap up here, from your learnings at Flickr, both of you, what advice do you have to developers who are wanting to build on AWS?
Ooh, like definitely for me, I would say just try building. Like, it's okay to fail, right? To be honest, failure is the best teacher. To be honest,
Wait, hold on. You said what?
It's okay to fail
Hey, my manager, can you take some notes?
because that's how we learn. That's how I learn, right?
Yeah.
I fail, I mess up on something, and then I build it again. And
Yeah.
now I know the mistakes and build it better. So
Yeah.
that's what my advice would be.
Nice.
How about you, Maury?
My advice would be just have fun. Life is about finding passions, sharing those passions with other people, building community around it. So enjoy yourself, try it out, and who knows, you might meet new friends, come up with amazing ideas. It's really all about having fun at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Some of the best stories I've heard is from people who have made mistakes, but they have fun from the lessons they learned.
Absolutely.
And then they go out and they share their lessons learned so that others can hopefully prevent that.
Yeah.
I heard a philosopher once say that why a pianist or someone super talented gets so good at something, it's because they have fun in the process of becoming this amazing, talented individual. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, awesome. That's all the time that we
I
have
know,
for now.
yes.
Oh my gosh. So
Oh my gosh,
stay
goodbye.
tuned with us. We'll be back with more fun, and I'm coming right back with AWS Transform after this break.
And thank you to both of you.
All right. Thank you.
you.